Hey folks, this is Vince with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly check out Perfect Dice. This is a game that you can find on Steam for about $10. This is one of those dice rogue-like games, kind of similar to Spell Rogue in the sense that you're going to be rolling dice on your turn and assigning them to cards, and hopefully you win the battle by being smarter than your opponent. That being said, I kind of have a love-hate relationship with this game because it's more puzzly in the way that everything plays out. So, first and foremost, the tutorial, I did not care for it. For whatever reason, the developer thought, you know what, instead of a handheld tutorial where we teach you things, let's create challenges that you have to beat in order to progress in the tutorial. Now, to be fair, the developer added a solution button. There was some backlash. People were like, no, I'm not going to play this. This is too hard. I don't know what's going on. I need an actual tutorial to tell me what I'm doing. Well, the developer actually added a solution button on the top, and you can even skip the challenges if you want to. But still, I ended up through 2/3 of the tutorial doing the solution button because I didn't know how to pass. I didn't know how to pass the challenge because I'm still new to the game. So this whole let's challenge the player to figure it out as they're learning the game. No, I'm sorry, it's backwards. Challenges should be farther into the game. Way farther into the game. The tutorial should teach the player how to play. That's just my personal opinion of it. The developer may know how to play his or her own game because they developed it, but don't expect new players that have never heard of this game before to quickly catch on as the developer has spent, how many hours developing this game. This is one of those instances where developers think that everyone should know how their game is played because they spent so many hours playing it. Well, everyone's going to get it because I know how it goes. It's just one of those things. Anyway, love-hate relationship. The reason I say love-hate relationship, once you get past the tutorial, it's backwards. So rather than roll the dice initially and then assign them to cards, you assign the die to a card, but you have to roll it as soon as you put it on that card. So it's very possible that you'll miss. And missing is a huge thing in this game. Every turn, you're given odds. There's a green bar on the left-hand side. It says 50%, whatever. If you don't roll the numbers shown, one of the numbers shown, you miss on that card. So whenever you roll a die onto whenever you place a die onto a card and then you roll it, you're taking the chance that it'll never activate because of a bad roll. That's stupid. To be fair, there are dice that you can kind of puzzle out. So, for example, if you're going to hit on a 2, 3, or 5, and, you put the remove a face from a die before rolling, I could remove the 1 or whatever so that I have a greater chance of rolling what I need. But even still, there's no guarantee that you're going to be able to roll what you need in order to make that card activate. Now, there are some other cards that actually thrive on missing. So, there's a card where if you miss with that roll on that card, then it guarantees that the next card will activate. But again, what if you on that sure thing card, you could roll a hit, and then the card won't activate because of RNG. So it's just one of those I like what this game tries to do. And in my head, I see the developer going, there's a lot of dice games out there. Let's make the user puzzle out the most optimal way to assign dice to cards despite the RNG possibly screwing them over. It's not one of those roll dice first, then assign. No, let's make the user pick the best dice for the best cards, knowing that RNG may not be a thing, or may not work in their favor. My problem with that is the RNG. I'm sorry, but at least when I roll the dice first in Spell Rogue, I know what I've got, and it's easier for me to puzzle out what'll work. Here, before rolling the dice, you have no idea what's going to work and what's not going to work because there's just so many random factors. I felt, for all intents and purposes, like an idiot playing this game because I wanted to sit there and math out my chances of, if I do the sure thing first, and then if I miss, then I could roll this die on this and possibly get this. It's just my brain couldn't handle it, if that makes any sense. I like the graphics, I like the art style. You can even lock your energy. If you get three successes, like three successful card activations on your turn, you can lock your energy. And energy is how you attack. Like it determines your strength in this game. In other dice games, like if you roll a 1, you do 1 damage. If you roll a 6, you do 6 damage. In this game, if your energy's 5, typically when you get a hit on an attack card, whatever your energy is, that's what you attack for. So the whole idea of this game, based on what I've played of it, is boost your energy as high as you can get it. That way, when your attack cards land, they hit really hard. Again, there are some other cards like shields for defense and other things, but like personally, given the option to play this over another dice game that I own, I would rather play one of them. And it's sad because like I said, I want to love this game, but at the same time, the general flow of it annoys me. It frustrates me more than I enjoy it. And when a game frustrates me, I'll put it down and go to something else because I've got hundreds of other games I could play. So, like, do I recommend this? See, that's where it's difficult for me to really say. There's no demo on the Steam store page. I think the developer really needs to add a demo to this game so that players can see if they like it before they buy it. This is going to be a love it or hate it kind of thing. People used to Spell Rogue and other dice rogue-like games are going to look at this and go, this is right up my alley. And then when they go to play it, they're either going to love the new mechanics, the new way of thinking, or they're going to hate it. So the developer, I think, really needs to get a demo added to this game so that players can try it before they buy it, just to save the people that hate it the hassle of refunding it. Okay, so I personally I think it's cool in the way it's presented. Like this is one of those Steam review thumb up, thumb down kind of thing. Like I wish there was a sideways thumb because I kind of want to recommend it, but I really couldn't get into it. It's just I'm sorry, I couldn't get into it. It broke my brain too much, and I would rather go play something that was a bit more, I don't know, intuitive, like Spell Rogue or something. Well, there you go, folks. This is Vince. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time. Take care.